Volkswagen just took one of its most familiar SUVs and turned it into something that feels completely different. This is the 2027 Volkswagen Tiguan, and if you thought the Tiguan was simply another practical family crossover, the newest generation is here to change your mind. Volkswagen has pushed the design, technology, comfort, and driving experience much further, creating an SUV that looks sharper, feels more premium, and is ready to compete against some of the most popular vehicles in its class. You are watching Auto Garage, where the newest and most exciting cars receive the premium breakdown they deserve. If you love futuristic SUVs, advanced technology, and powerful machines, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and stay with us, because the 2027 Tiguan deserves a much closer look. Start at the front, because Volkswagen has completely transformed the face of the Tiguan. The front grille appears wider and cleaner, while the headlights create a much more aggressive signature. The LED lighting stretches across the front with a modern design that makes the SUV instantly recognizable at night. Depending on the configuration, illuminated details can give the front end an even more futuristic appearance. The bumper is sculpted with large air openings and sharper lines, giving the Tiguan a stronger road presence without making it look unnecessarily aggressive. The Volkswagen badge sits confidently in the center, while the hood carries subtle creases that flow toward the windshield. Step back, and the proportions begin to make more sense. The 2027 Tiguan looks larger, more athletic, and more sophisticated than the outgoing model. The body sides are cleaner, the wheel arches are stronger, and the wheels fill the arches perfectly. Large alloy wheels add a premium appearance, while the carefully shaped side profile improves both style and aerodynamic efficiency. From the side, Volkswagen has managed to keep the Tiguan practical without making it boring. The roofline remains useful for passengers and cargo, but the body has a much more dynamic character. Strong shoulder lines run toward the rear, creating a sense of motion even when the SUV is parked. Then you reach the rear, and Volkswagen continues the transformation. The taillights feature a modern LED signature, connected visually across the tailgate by a slim illuminated element. The rear window is topped by a sporty spoiler, while the bumper remains clean and aerodynamic. At night, the Tiguan looks especially impressive. The lighting creates a wide visual signature that makes the SUV appear more expensive than its position in the Volkswagen lineup might suggest. There is no need for excessive decoration. Volkswagen is relying on clean surfaces, precise lighting, and strong proportions. But the biggest transformation happens when you open the door. Inside, the 2027 Tiguan feels more like a premium technology lounge than a traditional family SUV. The dashboard is dominated by a large central display, while a digital instrument cluster places important information directly in front of the driver. Volkswagen has focused heavily on simplifying the cabin while still giving the driver access to a huge range of functions. The steering wheel feels modern and purposeful, while the materials throughout the cabin are designed to create a more upscale atmosphere. Depending on the trim, buyers can expect premium upholstery, ambient lighting, heated and ventilated seating, and advanced comfort features. The center console is clean and organized, giving the cabin a much less cluttered appearance. Storage remains important because the Tiguan is still designed to be a practical everyday SUV. Families can carry passengers, luggage, shopping, and everything else without sacrificing comfort. And then there is the rear seating area. Passengers in the second row receive generous space, while the flexible seating arrangement allows the cabin to adapt depending on whether you need passenger room or additional cargo capacity. Fold the rear seats down and the Tiguan becomes a surprisingly capable machine for road trips, family vacations, and everyday transportation. But technology is where this Volkswagen really starts showing its personality. The 2027 Tiguan is expected to offer an impressive collection of driver assistance and connectivity systems. Adaptive cruise control can reduce the stress of long highway journeys, while lane assistance helps keep the vehicle centered. Blind spot monitoring, parking assistance, cameras, automatic emergency braking, and other intelligent systems work together to make everyday driving easier. The infotainment system becomes the command center of the vehicle. Navigation, entertainment, vehicle settings, smartphone connectivity, and other functions can be accessed through the large touchscreen. A premium sound system can turn the cabin into a private concert hall, while ambient lighting allows the driver to create a completely different atmosphere after dark. But an SUV this practical also needs the right powertrain. Depending on the market and configuration, the 2027 Tiguan lineup can offer efficient gasoline and electrified powertrain options, giving buyers the ability to choose between performance, economy, and everyday practicality. Hybrid technology is especially important because the modern SUV buyer wants more power without constantly paying for it at the fuel station. The electrified versions can deliver strong low-speed response thanks to electric assistance, while the gasoline engine provides the range and flexibility drivers expect from a conventional SUV. For drivers who want more confidence in difficult conditions, available all-wheel drive technology adds another layer of capability. Whether you're dealing with rain, snow, gravel roads, or slippery surfaces, the Tiguan is designed to remain stable and predictable. And this is where Volkswagen's engineering philosophy becomes clear. The Tiguan is not trying to become a supercar. It is trying to become the SUV that does almost everything well. It needs to be comfortable on Monday morning, efficient on Tuesday, spacious on Wednesday, relaxing on a long road trip, and confident when the weather suddenly turns against you. That versatility is exactly why the Tiguan has become such an important model for Volkswagen. The 2027 version pushes that formula further with a more premium interior, sharper exterior styling, advanced technology, and a stronger focus on electrification. And then comes the biggest question: who is this SUV really fighting? The answer includes the Toyota RAV4, Honda CR-V, Hyundai Tucson, Kia Sportage, Mazda CX-5, and other popular compact SUVs. But Volkswagen is taking a slightly different approach. The Tiguan wants to combine family practicality with European design and a more sophisticated driving experience. It does not need to be the loudest SUV in the parking lot. It does not need enormous exhaust pipes or ridiculous horsepower numbers. Instead, it wins through balance. It looks premium without becoming excessive. It offers technology without completely overwhelming the driver. It provides space without feeling like a giant vehicle. And perhaps that is the most impressive thing about the 2027 Volkswagen Tiguan. It is not trying to reinvent the SUV. It is refining it. The new design makes it more attractive. The interior makes it more comfortable. The technology makes it smarter. Electrification makes it more efficient. And Volkswagen's engineering keeps the entire package focused on everyday usability. So when you finally see the 2027 Tiguan driving toward you, remember that this is not simply another family crossover. It is Volkswagen taking one of its most important SUVs and giving it a more ambitious future. This is the 2027 Volkswagen Tiguan, a practical SUV with a premium attitude, modern technology, intelligent powertrain options, and enough versatility to handle almost anything everyday life can throw at it. And if Volkswagen gets the pricing right, this could become one of the most interesting compact SUVs of its generation. This is Auto Garage. If you enjoyed this complete look at the 2027 Volkswagen Tiguan, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and tell us in the comments, would you choose the new Tiguan over a Toyota RAV4, Honda CR-V, or Hyundai Tucson? Until next time, drive safe, stay tuned, and keep watching Auto Garage. Music. Volkswagen just took one of its most familiar SUVs and turned it into something that feels completely different. This is the 2027 Volkswagen Tiguan, and if you thought the Tiguan was simply another practical family crossover, the newest generation is here to change your mind. Volkswagen has pushed the design, technology, comfort, and driving experience much further, creating an SUV that looks sharper, feels more premium, and is ready to compete against some of the most popular vehicles in its class. You are watching Auto Garage, where the newest and most exciting cars receive the premium breakdown they deserve. If you love futuristic SUVs, advanced technology, and powerful machines, make